I'm not a Kurt Busch fan. Never have been, although since he's driving for Stewart Haas and Hendrick Equipment, I have kind of softened on him. But I've got to say this. Fine job at Indy. I just finished watching the race on TV in a post race. I didn't interview him, of course. I'm sure they were getting him out of the car and getting him preparation to get to Charlotte for the World 600. I'm old school. So be it. It's the World 600. Sorry. But sixth place finish. Congratulations, Ryan Hunter-Ray. Good to see an American win for the first time since Sam Hornish in 2006. But I just want to say something else about I was impressed with. When they had that wreck with 9 laps with about 10 to go, and they went red with 8 to go. I was impressed with that because that cleanup would have taken a while. In fact, the TV commentators weren't even sure they could have got it done in 9 laps. Now, I think they could have, but there'd only be a 1 or 2 lap shootout, which may have led to another wreck. So I was impressed with them going red. Also, good job, Andretti Autosport. 4 cars in the top 6 out of the 5 cars they raced, and the other one crashed while going for the lead on a restart. James Hinchcliffe, the replacement for Danica Patrick. Hey, he was contending at the end. What does that say for Danica before he crashed? Now, debate on who caused it. Let's see, who's Ed Carpenter blamed Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe kind of put some blame on Howdy Bell, but you can argue that all day. I'm not here to argue that. Who caused it? I'm no driver. But I was just super impressed with Kurt Busch. And I want to say this. I have the Louisville Courier Journal, which I subscribe to, and I don't know how well you can see this. And you can probably get this at courier-journal.com. It'll give you a limited number of free articles online. But it says this by a writer named Tim Sullivan, who's a sports columnist. Caution flags should be waved for Kurt Busch, basically criticizing Busch for trying to run both races. Well, I think it takes guts. It takes some help with teams in both genres of racing, his IndyCar team, Andretti Autosport, and driving for Stewart Haas probably helped the decision to be able to run because Tony's done it a couple of times. But just very impressive run for Kurt Busch, and I'm not a fan of his. It's just my little opinion on it for what it's worth. I may update this or even take this one down after the 600, depending on how Kurt does, and do another one about his whole racing day. But Kurt Busch has tried different kinds of racing. He's even tried a little drag racing, so he's not afraid to step outside the box, and I do admire him for that, even though I'm not a fan of it.